Hi, it's John Hunter, and we're here to discuss the HT1510, better known as the Predator. This is the Mark II, essentially, version of our Predator, and it's a beast. It is a full 1,000 watts. The previous one was 800. We've upgraded the 15-inch driver, obviously, to be able to handle that full 1,000 watts and more. And the mission statement is this. This is our flagship home theater piece. This is capable of underpinning really, really large, substantial home theaters, whether in singles, multiples, or in extreme cases, borrowing something from our ultra high-end reference line arrays, where 3 are stacked per side. We just got back from a big show in Florida where we used that in a room that was essentially 50 by 70. We were in a faux room, and that 6-pack destroyed the entire space. I have video of light sconces 20, 30 feet outside of the internal demo room, rattling hard enough that the filaments were smacking against the glass of the tube. Incredible amounts of output. The driver, as I mentioned, is a full 15-inch unit. The basic cone structure of this, we've kept costs reasonable by using fiberglass. Fiberglass is very, very light, and it helps us have that reactive, that very fast attack and slam that you have to have for theater. And then to keep it all together, we use a center cap that's made out of carbon fiber. It's a little more expensive to do that, and actually a lot more expensive to do that, but by doing so, we're only using as much carbon fiber as we need to really stiffen and tie the driver together, so we get this really pistonic kind of attack to the sound. Keeps everything together too, because this driver is under a tremendous amount of sort of torque and twisting motion when it's at the full extent of its excursion. The amplifier is a new version of the unit that we used in the 1508. It's a full 1,000 watts. It's faster, it's bigger, it's got better current reserves. It's just a fantastic amplifier. It weighs a ton. This is a unit that actually has a full-size power transformer, so even though it's a Class D output stage, the basic power supply is Class AB. For those of you who don't know what a Class AB is, a sort of a traditional amplifier with a big power transistor. And we find that that gives a certain amount of just extra humph when it really gets going. These things just continue sailing through, and part of that is because the power supply is so massive on this piece. Here's the trick, right? Great driver, great cabinet. Where a lot of people lose it is they wind up having to make, their speaker design necessitates this, a massive cabinet. And what we wanted was something that gave you all of the benefits of a big driver, high performance amplifier, but in a very compact form. So I stand about 5'11", if that gives you some sense of scale. And you can see this is just not that big of a piece. It's about 18 inches tall, maybe 21 inches wide. It's beautifully compact. For a 15-inch, this thing slides into all kinds of decors. And we worked really hard on the fit and finish. We've got horizontal line graining that just pops. I can't say it any other way. It's just beautifully elegant and expensive looking. And we went to a 15-millimeter top that is, the entire piece is high gloss, just polished to perfection with a very subtle logo set into the top. It's a great piece of design work. So again, the 1510 Predator is our theater piece. This is the piece for really large power home theater. It's a unique piece also in that it sounds incredible in music. It'll afford some really interesting capabilities that we'll get into in future videos as we start being able to bring REL theater reference, which is the ability to do both high level and 0.1 into this piece in the future. Again, the 1510 Predator is REL's flagship home theater piece.